Battle. That was intense. Hi guys, I'm Oxy and I'm making an open world RPG. Today I'm going to show you how I improved combat in my game. Welcome to my devlog. Combat system has been in the works since the beginning of the project, and I'm always refining it and trying to improve it. A good and engaging combat is what makes games fun, and it is usually the main drive in most RPGs. If you're interested in how any specific thing works, ask in the comments and I'll explain in detail. Over the last month, I've been hard at work to really flesh out the combat. When I started working on it again, it was just a basic directional attacks with one hand at a time. I made both arms act independently. This way it's possible to attack with two weapons at the same time, or even use magic. I will go over a list of changes over the last month. I added power attacks. By holding down the attack button, we charge up a strong attack which can daze opponents, especially if we have a large blunt weapon. Hitting walls will make the arm recoil and not allow attack for a moment. Blood can splatter, more so with pierce weapons, and it can dynamically land anywhere, disappearing after a while. It can also cover the attacker. Hotbars are also a new addition. It's possible to favorite items and use them to switch weapons on the fly, or use them for healing items. Stamina, health, and mana are now tracked on their own bars. I added rolling and dodging. Both behave in a similar way and allow characters to get out of the way of harm. I added a whole lot of different animations for movements and idols depending on what weapon is held. Also, now the characters react to getting hit. Now possible to lock onto potential targets and switch between them. This allows to focus on one opponent at a time. In unarmed combat, it allows the pinning of punches. Basically what that means is that if we're in range of our target, we can have accurate strikes. Armor types are now separated into light and heavy. Each type of armor will affect stamina and stealth differently. I've added new guard armor, which will also be the very first heavy armor, as well as a few new head types, hair and beards. The NPCs behave the same way and use the same rules in combat. I made some overall improvements and introduced new combat features like dodging and dual wield combat. Also, they can now taunt. Once a character is defeated and is not a hostile human, then they fall into an unconscious or injured state. If they're injured, they writhe on the floor in pain until they get up. If their drop weapons are not taken, they will retrieve them. However, the player can also decide to finish them off and kill them completely. I have finishers in the works. They will activate at random if an opponent is low health and our next hit will kill them. It will depend on what enemy we are fighting and what weapon we're holding. I have a lot more of ideas to keep improving combat, especially magic and ranged. However, I feel it's at a state that I can keep working on other elements of the game now. There is nothing impossible to they who will try. Alexander the Great. Thank you for watching.